Welcome to another episode of Your Game Therapy. As always, I'm your host, Candor, and tonight we'll be diving into episode number 4 of Subnautica Below Zero. If you are new to the channel and you enjoy 99% blind long playthroughs with minimal edits, this is the place for you. Consider subscribing to follow the journey on Subnautica. On the last episode, we discovered new locations and we even left beacons behind so we could follow up on some of them. But this episode will be all about revisiting the past. But as always, before we get started at the top of the hour, grab your favorite drink, grab your favorite snacks, kick back and relax, and enjoy the following hour of Subnautica on Your Game Therapy. Cheers. All right, quick little stretch and we can get started. All right. I'm feeling good, man. I will be honest with you guys. There has been a long break between episodes. We have set up our new studio. Everything might look different. It might sound different, but I think it's finally ready to go. And I may have forgotten how to play this game, but we are going to do our best. Let's double check to make sure. Let's see. What do we got? Let's make sure we have a little bit of bag space. Our water is a little low. Our food is good. I wrote down a couple things I wanted to do. And the first is going to be, whoops, we're gonna put a battery in this. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, and I've been wondering how we've been doing, is I want to look enameled glass. When did we get this recipe? I don't remember getting this. I know we got the advanced wiring kit. I know we left everything that we need to grab behind. But what I really want to do, and this is going to sound crazy because like we had just gotten like a breakthrough, is I want to go back. I want to go back where we started the game. There was like a walkway and... Okay, so the reason why I want to go back is because when we crash landed, I ran through an area really fast and I jumped into the water to get the game started because we were freezing cold or whatever. But I want to go back there and see if there's anything left there. I think it's funny because I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed by now, but we're going to play this game in a weird order. I just like the exploring games, and unfortunately this game has done... Use the feedback menu to report bugs and give feedback. Thank you. Unfortunately, I would say this game has done a weird job of sending us on our next journey or job, it's done a weird job of sending us on our next locations. I feel like I don't have a whole lot of guidance in this playthrough so far, but it really could be because I'm just terrible at this game. But I think that the fun part is kind of like exploring stuff and finding things just whenever you do. Like, we found a house that's locked, and I wonder if that's going to be important later. But the one thing I'm confused
Dangerous
about...
weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Dangerous weather? What's dangerous weather? What's dangerous weather? Hold on, have we ever gotten that? Lightning? Is the lightning dangerous? I could have sworn we've never gotten a dangerous weather warning. Which, by the way, random story while we swim over to where I want to go. But I just recently experienced my first tornado warning watch thing. And I don't know, like, I don't think we actually got a tornado, but we were like under severe weather and tornado warnings. I've never been through that before, and it was really fun because it was like, you basically just get notified every few, like, 20 minutes, 30 minutes that, hey, there's severe life-threatening, property-threatening damage coming your way. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to stay up to try to watch it and make sure that, like, everything's okay. And then nothing happens, and you're like, huh, that's weird, nothing happened. But coming from the West Coast, I've never been in a situation where there was actually dangerous weather before. So I just thought it was really weird that, like, the amount of coverage and the amount of updates you get during a severe warning or severe thunder and tornado warning. Thankfully, everything's okay, and it doesn't seem like anything bad happened here. But I definitely was a little nervous. Never experienced that before. And it's just weird that right now our PDA just told us dangerous weather. And I just don't see any dangerous weather. But okay, we are 800 meters away. I think this is one of the furthest distances we've ever gone from our place. And it's still 1019 away from us, and okay. I do intend to go to those architect things to try to rebuild his memories. And while I was watching one of the playthroughs, I just started like theorizing like what could possibly be next? What's gonna happen next? And one of the things I can't shake is that some of the conversations we've been having, he seems to really wonder about humanity. And I just hope the architect is a good guy. Because I think I even said out loud, what if like AI just, I don't know, like, it's kind of like where we're at right now, where AI is now creating AI, and it's just, what if AI decides that we're obsolete or we're no longer important, right? What if this architect guy, the more he gets to know us, doesn't like us, or he finds out about Altera and he decides that the best way to handle it is by like just wiping us all out? What if that's the way this story goes? That would be crazy. Okay. We are super far away. We didn't even go back to the dropship that I wanted to go back to, but we are now in the boonies. Because honestly, I don't even remember where the dropship is. So the more I think about it, the more there's no way I know where we're going to go. So we're 1336 away from home. Let's keep going. I don't see anything too scary. And if something enormous came our way, we would see it, right? Quite a ways. It's not going to sneak up on us. The other thing I did recently, which you guys should totally do, is I recently rewatched Jurassic Park. And I gotta be honest with you guys, that movie really lives up. Like, it totally aged well. I mean, some of the commentary is a little funny. Like, Malcolm's character is a little weird, but I like a lot of his chaos theory. And Dr. Grant and Ellie are really cool. They're really good characters. I even like the bad acting from the child actors. But even the CGI kind of held up. Like, some of them are kind of janky, but most of it's pretty cool because they used actual robotics and stuff for the dinosaurs. But yeah, I recently watched that movie, and it was really a throwback to how much I loved dinosaurs as a kid. And I'm trying to get myself in the mindset for Subnautica of, like, huge animals, prehistoric animals, right? Dude, where are we going? Where are we going with this? I don't know where we're going, but this is going to be special. Or this is how we die, one or the other.
Warning. Entering ecological dead zone. The prospect for survival is fast approaching zero.
What? Oh my god! Oh my god! Not only did I die, but then I zapped myself back in, floating in midair. What was that? Oh, you get all your stuff back? I don't remember that being a thing. Did not... I thought we lost everything when we died. Okay. Well, my goal was going to be to go to the edge of the planet and drop a beacon. But in retrospect, I realize I don't even have a beacon on me, so I wouldn't have been able to drop one. Okay, so that didn't work out the way we wanted it to, and that was kind of a wasted run. We've also died for the first time, I believe. So that kind of sucks. Let's try this again. But here's the thing I was thinking about. Now that I think about it, didn't we jump off of kind of a high ledge when we first got here? So maybe there is no way to get back to that dropship. And if that's the case, that sucks. But at the same time, let's keep... No, it was definitely not here. If I remember correctly... Might as well just stop and grab this thing. What is this? Pick up lead. Okay, well, we need that. What is this? Pick up gold? Well, we need that too, don't we, for computer chips and stuff? Wait, did we just find like a really cool stash? Inventory full. Okay. And it's this close to our house? Or a little dropship. Damn, that sucks. I didn't think I was gonna die. I thought I'd have time to like react, or I was gonna, like I said, drop a beacon out there so I can know the edge of the map, but I feel misled. I feel lied to. Okay. So let's see. What we really need to get started is we need to start making some computer chips here. We want wiring kit, and we want... I think I might have put some silver in this box. Yeah. So let's put a gold away, and let's get some silver. And then I can make... Not that. I can make wiring kit. I may have already had a wiring kit too, by the way, which is kind of funny, but okay. Next thing we want is a computer chip, which we have gold. We can make copper wire. I just can't believe we've already died. That really sucks. That kind of dampens our spirits a little bit. We want to make the rebreather as well. Now we need table coral sample, which we might not have, but is easy enough to find. It'd be a lot easier in the daytime, but we can still find it. So I'm going to pivot a little bit on our idea there because I realize I don't have a beacon, and I don't want to swim all the way out there again and waste more time. But the next thing I wanted to do on this list, let's check our book here. The next thing I want to do is I want to go where the scary tentacle place is, and I want to go beyond the tentacle place. Because I think what we really should start to get used to is the directions, and we should also figure out where we need to go for things. Wow. You know, it did thunder like crazy during the tornado watch, though, and that was cool to look at. In another life, I would have been like a storm chaser or something, because I really like the Twister movie. Not the new one. I've never seen the new one. Let me know if that was a good movie or not. But the old one, the old school Twister movie. I would have liked to have done that. Just chase storms for a living. Where would table coral be? Table coral sample. It's usually like on the rocks. And again, it's usually like down in the... This is not table coral. I'm gonna feel really bad if it was like right next to our base and we just went by it. Those are biters. Also, in the last episode, I've noticed that our right trigger and left trigger got all mixed up. It looks like that problem's been fixed, and I'm just using a different remote or a different controller. So, don't know what happened. Glad it's fixed. Also, what's over here? What did we just find? We've already been here. Okay, we've already been here. Wait, do we even have... Okay, we have 2 spots for table coral. I would really like to have more than that, though. Table coral.
Warning. 30 seconds
And
of
actually, you know what?
remaining.
The barking has denoted something that needs to happen at the house. So I will take a quick little break, and I will be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. the puppers were excited and hungry. But all right. So we need to find red coral. I wanted to see if I could break them. There's an idea. I was wondering if I could shatter them myself by ramming into them, but wow, that certainly... It didn't hurt me though, so that was weird. It just kind of gave me a thud. Where are we? What happened? There's light sticks. Hi. Hello. Let me drink some, well, eat some food and drink some water. And let's explore this new place. I'll just get my knife out in case we need to do a little hand-to-hand combat. Honestly, I've even read some of the comments. You guys must be so stunned by the sheer no direction that some of these things were doing. What? Destroy snowman? Hold on, let me go get heat again from that plant. Yeah. Hold on. Let me go stand under this guy. Hey. Thank you. And let's also check to see, do we have any peppers? We don't have any peppers. Okay, so we are limited to you and your heat. I found something, guys. Where are we? Large room fragment. Oh, this is for the habitat builder, right? Like this is how you learn your recipes for the habitat. Can I go in? Oh.
What did Altera use this place for?
Oh, that's so cool. Looky, we're in. Well, let's start scanning.
Motivational posters were banned from XenoWorks following a lengthy discussion at the annual company retreat 3 years ago. This poster is technically contraband.
After a lengthy discussion at the annual company retreat, have you guys ever worked in a corporate where they pretend like they give a shit about your best interests and they try to motivate you with absolute bullshit? Yeah, it's really awesome. I mean, I will be very clear. Not every company is like that, but the bad ones are. The bad ones throw these books at you that make no sense, that somebody read one time and thought it like made a huge difference, and then they try to make every employee read it, and then you're supposed to get your own meaning. Not like the bad ones are not genuine, but the good ones are worth working for. But I just remember some motivational posters in the back room of a really bad job I had once. I won't name any names, but it's pretty embarrassing, pretty bad. It was very out of touch. Let's just put it that way. And actually, as I'm looking at my screen real quick, let me adjust one thing. I'm actually gonna do it in real time, so I'm sorry, but I need to slightly move the camera up just so that when we scan, it doesn't bother it. Okay. But yeah, I've worked in a couple jobs where they definitely were like, hey, usually they're also the ones that are like super gung-ho about teamwork, but then they also don't exactly follow through on those promises. What is a lantern tree? Have we ever had a lantern tree before? I feel like we have. I can get lantern fruit. Okay, there are so many things to read in here, and there are so many things to look at. But let's do one at a time. Let me first pick this up. And let's go with this first. Guide, Research Station 0. Welcome to your home away from home on 4546B. This brochure will guide you through your new accommodations. Settle in. Sector 0 is comprised of 2 square kilometers of ocean, bordered by mountainous terrain to the north and west. This region of the planet is covered in snow and ice, left in a mostly permanent winter. Extreme weather events make for spectacular sky displays at all hours. For unknown reasons, it was selected by architects as a hub for their installations. Life in the area has flourished since the release of Enzyme 42 into the larger ecosystem. Get comfortable. Research Station 0 features state-of-the-art facilities, including 3 to 6 person accommodations, full science and engineering section, leisure and exercise facilities, large grow room and water filtration unit for self-sufficient living, weather forecasting suite, and a prawn. Oh my god, what a blast from the past. The prawn suit. I remember how cool that thing was from jumping around on it. We took it down to that lava area and ran away from those big leviathans. Explore. You, valued member of the Frost Pack, have been chosen to occupy the main sector base just below the primary alien research site. From here, you will conduct research into alien communications and technologies, and conduct away missions to unoccupied installations elsewhere in the sector. Okay, so this looks like it's an abandoned base that we just found. Let's read some of the things we unlocked. Propulsion cannon. The propulsion cannon allows technicians to manipulate gravitational forces at ranges of up to 20 meters. It is commonly used in construction and mining to move materials. Operating instructions. Pull the trigger once to lock onto and attract a single targeted object weighing less than 25 kilograms. The object can now safely be retrieved from the gravitational beam. Alternatively, pull the trigger a second time to propel the object at speed away from the device. Not recommended for use on organic subjects. So wait, does it work on organic subjects? I've never actually tested it. Could I pull fishes to myself with the propulsion cannon? The prop cannon. Some species are telekinetic. For everyone else, there's Altera. Oh, I hate Altera. I hate Altera so much. All right, bulkhead doors designed to separate compartments while reinforcing structural integrity with its solid titanium frame. The door can be opened and closed to seal off compartments in the event of fire or flooding, or simply for privacy. And then planters and pots. Interior planters come in a variety of configurations and allow for most plant species to be grown in small numbers for decorative or botanical use. And the water filtration system. I used to love this thing in the first game. The filtration system draws water unfit for human consumption from an external source, atomically splits it into its constituent parts, and outputs consumable liquid water and salts while disposing of any harmful byproduct. It can be built in any compatible habitat module, but has substantial power requirements. The Altera water filtration system. Any liquid into pure, refreshing, pH-balanced water? Yes, sir. Any liquid. They mean pee. They mean pee. You know what's really interesting? In the last playthrough, in our Subnautica playthrough, I never actually used the bioreactors or the nuclear. Was there a nuclear reactor, if I'm remembering correctly? I know we used a thermal station, but it was really quickly and we didn't use it for very long. But I don't remember using nuclear or biological reactors. Maybe I'm making up the nuclear one, by the way. Table coral. Each disc is an individual colony of microorganisms filtering nutrients from the water. Growth pattern indicates the colonies are in direct competition for positions with superior current or light. Unlike other coral species, its structure is malleable, softly pulsating as it pumps nutrients to its extremities, and only turning rigid when it senses physical assault. The jewel-like nodes in the surface are concentrated buildups of rare minerals that coral is unable to process. Assessment: exploitable in computer chip fabrication. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to just read these last two. Bladderfish. This unusual herbivore appears to be mostly defenseless and bears little resemblance to other life forms around it. Semi-permeable bladder. The bladderfish is able to filter air and seawater into its body cavity through a unique membrane which surrounds its spine like a bladder. This allows it to remove and consume organic particulate caught on the way and adjust its buoyancy. Open-ended vascular tubing can be angled and contracted to pump out water and achieve low-velocity guided propulsion. Largely oblivious to threats and practically immobile at night, its only identified defense mechanism is that it's composed almost entirely of water, air, and cartilage. Assessment: it's edible. Oxygen may be retrieved from the bladder and added to tanks on consumption. Wait, what? I didn't know that. So when you eat it, you also get oxygen? And membrane has application as a natural water filter. And then the spinnerfish, a bizarre fish with star-like fins which it spins to generate propulsion, capable of very high speeds in a straight line, slow, wide turning circle. Like other small prey fish, they feed on a variety of seeds and grasses around the seabed. We are going to start tackling the flora later. I want to read some of these diaries. Also, I kind of want to understand the implication here. Did we just find an abandoned base that we get to repurpose for ourselves? Divide music. How do we play music? Because we got a Justin Timberlake CD earlier too. How do we play music? Personal log? No? Motivational posters were banned. Huh. Okay, so we have music, but I don't know how to... One thing at a time. Hold on, what did that say? Winning takes patience? Is this a real thing? It's a real thing. I've seen that one before. I thought I've seen that one before. Alright, vending machine. Very important that we get that for sure. What else we got here? Alien Intruder, a game of deception, aliens, and paranoia. Instructions. Alien Intruder is a game played by 6 to 15 people. One player acts as game master and one player assumes the role of hive mind. The remaining players are scientists on a research mission. Total players 6. Of the scientists are actually intruders, or are secretly alien intruders. Hive mind. The hive mind is a puppet master pulling the strings of deception. The hive mind knows who the aliens are and who the scientists are. This player observes the game and tries to manipulate the alien intruders to eliminate all scientists. The hive mind wins if 3/4 of the scientists have been eliminated before completing all of the tasks. So this is Among Us? Is that what we're basically talking about? Alien intruder. This player does not know they are an alien intruder. For all intents and purposes, the alien intruders think they are normal scientists. Okay. The scientist's job is to survive and eliminate the alien intruders or complete all tasks. The scientists do not know who the alien is. The scientists win if the aliens are dead or if they have completed all of their tasks. The game master runs the session and ensures the completion of the different cycles. The hive mind will communicate their intentions directly to the GM, and the GM will tell the players how his or her intentions play out. The game is broken up into days. Each day the scientist alien choose to either perform a task or spy on another player. Then the hive mind tells the GM if they would like to plant a seed of doubt on which spy result, if any, or eliminate the spy target of the alien if applicable. This is done secretly between the hive mind and the GM. The GM then reports back on the results of the player's spying efforts, influenced or not by the hive mind, after which the scientist alien may have a 3-minute meeting to discuss the day's events. They may... Yeah, this is Among Us. We just discovered Among Us. They were playing this game here... Or is this like a... What was that, by the way? What was that? Can I recreate that? Huh. It like kind of lags in the air a little bit. That's kind of cool. Okay. Is that what happened here? Is that a hint at what happened in the station? Or is it just Among Us in a secret form? Okay, let's scan this. An aquarium. Because that's what we need in this water planet. We need an aquarium. Low-key, we actually do need an aquarium, though, to study the species that we're going to be Look at, is that a bionic arm on a cat? That's so cool.
Oh,
That's Potato.
I miss that fluffy little couch walrus.
Okay, so that confirms this is her sister's base, right?
Hey, Sam, you want to say hi to my kids? I told them I'd show them a day in the life of a scientist.
Of course. Hi, Oren. Hi, Svea.
Tell us what you're working on.
Oh, this is a personal project.
Looks more like biology than robotics.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I know no one is on my side with this, but what if I just found a way to take care of the deadly bacterium?
I wouldn't say no one is on your side. I'm on your side.
I know, but you won't say anything to Emmanuel or Zeta or anyone.
What effect would it have if I did? I'm not exactly employee of the month right now.
I don't like
I know.
Lillian. I don't
I
trust
wouldn't want you
Lillian.
to risk more than you already have.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more. What are you working on there? And what do you mean by take care of the deadly bacterium?
Is that thing still recording?
Oh, right. So, that was Sam, kids.
Huh.
I'll turn this off now.
I don't trust Lillian. I don't know. There's something about Lillian I don't trust. I'm thinking that Lillian is like betrayed Sam's trust somehow with Emmanuel and Zeta, which I don't really know who they are yet, but they seem to be supervisors or something, right? I think she betrayed, and then Sam was eliminated. Yeah. A mod station. Hey, dude, this is a lot of progress we're doing here. This was a really big find. I think I was intended to find this like really early in the game because this tells a lot of story. Now hold on. These pictures were drawn here, or did the person bring them from her home that her kids made? Because that looks like Potato on a horse. I can't zoom in or anything, but it looks like Potato on a horse. And then this looks like zombie. It's like there's a bunch of ghosts in the air, and there's a bunch of graveyards, and they're all covered in blood. What the hell? Kids are weird, man. Huh. I wonder what these pictures, if they have any meaning or if they're just random, but kids are weird, man. Kids are really weird. All right.
While other teams have been pursuing more nebulous approaches to awakening the architects, I've tried to take a more practical approach. We know these part organic, part digital beings stored what they thought of as themselves on computers within their sanctuaries, and we know efforts to wake or communicate with them have been in vain. My theory is that to make first contact, these digital ghosts must first be recombined with an organic component. As Dr. Kaz Slaney's classic study noted, we know they had means to grow cybernetic bodies and to transfer their data patterns between them. There is a known probable architect sanctuary in this sector, but entry is not currently possible. If I can get inside and present the right vessel, I do think we will be successful.
The right vessel. Now here's two thoughts right off the bat that happened in my head when I was listening to this, okay? So the first thing is, if you introduce them to us, like an organic component, won't the digital versions of themselves kind of become a hybrid of us and them, though? And isn't that bad or dangerous? Because they could take on some of our imperfections if they're a perfect species, which I don't know if they are, but it's implied that they're like a purely digital and like far more intelligent species than we are, right? So one, couldn't they be tainted by being introduced to a vessel of our kind? And two, is that what happened to Sam? Did she bring Sam? Again, I want Lillian. I want Lillian to be the villain right now. Did Lillian bring Sam to the architects and get her killed or get her hurt somehow? That's the first question. But this is starting to feel a lot like in Outer Wilds, where I was convinced. Well, actually, I'm not going to give any spoilers. If you guys have never played Outer Wilds, it's not the kind of thing that you should ever be spoiled in any way, shape, or form. So go play Outer Wilds. I'm a huge preacher of that game now. I don't want to ever spoil it for someone else. But I was convinced through most of the playthrough that somebody was bad, and that's all I'll say. And Lillian feels like she's the villain.
About architects. I could not let her. She was, what do you call them? Alteran.
What did you think she would do to you?
She might have discovered the gateway to our home world. I thought it wiser not to take the chance.
What do you mean you didn't let her? Did this guy murder everybody? Did this guy murder everybody? Did I nail that, by the way? Did he murder everyone?
Lil wanted to know too much about architects. I could not let her. She was, what do you call them? Alteran.
So there's a gateway to their
What did you
home
think
world.
she would do to you?
She might have discovered the gateway to our home world. I thought it wiser not to take the chance.
What did he do to her? Why didn't you ask, what did you do? Not, what did you think? Control room. What's this? The control room is an essential part of outpost engineering. Oh, this is where you could scan and stuff, right? It used to be a scanner room. Centrally located 3D console provides an overview of current base layout. Interactive projection toggles power in individual rooms for finite energy control. Oh, this is an upgraded room. Detail wall-mounted displays, audits, and discloses hull stability and energy consumption. Customizing station controls, identifying base details, including name and exterior. We're going to spend like a mega episode where we're just going to build a base in its entirety. Like I already know. I already know episode 5, 6, whatever, whenever we figure out how to make a habitat builder, we're just going to make an enormous base again. It's going to be huge. It's going to be obnoxious. It's going to have every color you could imagine. It's going to be a shining beacon in the sun. Atomic clock reports pinpoint accurate local time. That would be cool to have. That would be really cool to have. Let's grab this ion cube. I had my eye on that a little bit ago. And is there anything else to scan? Check data cable. Check data cable. No. Oh, is this a way out? No, let's keep looking. Before we go outside, let's keep looking. There's got to be more stuff. You know how this goes. Wait, are these fabricators? Those look like they're power cells. Let me go out here again. I think there was a PDA out here as well. Wait, what can I scan? Oh, multi-purpose room. Okay. Are scans slower in this game than they used to be? It feels like they take longer. Here's a locker, by the way. Can we not use the... We can't use the locker. Okay. That would make sense if we could use the locker. Indoor grow bed, though. We can use that. Indoor grow bed, designed for use exclusively inside regulated habitat modules. The interior grow bed is more compact than the outdoor version and features a hydroponic nutrient delivery system. The aquarium is designed to hold and sustain up to 8 small aquatic organisms and fits inside a regular multi-purpose habitat room. Aquatic creatures make up 70% of all known species, making the aquarium a commonly deployed tool in many exploratory operations. It is just as often used to house livestock for later consumption as it is to hold specimens for xeno research. An automated environment regulation system means there's no need to feed or care for your subjects. And B, due to its size, the regular aquarium is not rated for breeding applications, and creatures are highly unlikely to mate. Construct a full-size alien containment unit for this purpose. Wait, have we mated? Have we mated? Wait, what? Yes, we've mated in our lives. I'm talking about in the game. Have we mated species before? Was that a thing in the first game that I didn't do at all? Modification station, where the standard fabricator atomically rearranges raw materials to form complex devices. The mod station is able to combine complex devices to enhance their function. Most industrial vessels are fitted with a complement of equipment modification stations, which enable engineers to adapt their tools on the fly. To conserve hard drive space, the modification station is excluded by default from most personal emergency blueprint libraries. However, extreme environments such as ocean and desert class planets may necessitate the adaptation of basic survival tools for unanticipated applications. For this reason, access to a mod station is always recommended. Okay. Wow, let's get the multi-purpose room glass dome, because you know I love glass. I love having a view into the water. My light is at 7%. So let's save that if we can. I think that was everything in here. Quarters are absolutely destroyed. What would have destroyed this? Oh, wow. We are...
Was this Sam's space? What was she doing all the way out here?
And let's scan her name so that we can put a nameplate outside of our place too. Employee of the Altera Corp, Lillian Bench. Dr. Lillian Bench, senior scientist, xenobiology, Emmanuel Desjardins. Okay, so Emmanuel Desjardins is, she's a direct report to them. Current project is maintenance. Previous project was architect intelligence. Did she get demoted? She was an architect intelligence and then they demoted her to maintenance? Is that what I'm implying, or that's what's being implied here? And then Dr. Samantha Ayu, robotics and scientist, also a direct report to Emmanuel Desjardins. Current project maintenance. Previous project Spy Pangolin development. Why does that ring a bell? Spy Pangolin. Spy Pangolin. Say goodbye to the mechanical, avian, amphibian, and hello to spy pangolins. We're training the bots to mimic the creatures. Check out the photo. She made spy pangolins. And I think I'm kind of seeing someone. I remember that was kind of creepy. That was weird. Bit weirded out. Because they said, the whole, like, I'm not really seeing anybody. One of the spy pangolins found something big, but Altera was like, nothing to see here. That's correct. Okay. There's a single bed, but we know when we make our base, we're going to have a double bed. We're going to have a huge bed. We're going to have a California King bed. Oh, that's what a spy pangolin looks like. What is the purpose of a spy pangolin? Is it literally to just go around? Oh shit, okay, let's pop something else. We need at least 2 spots. What is this? Grab trap. Why is it taking so much space, damn it? Let's drink some more water, I guess.
Potato. You are a good cat.
I love that Potato has a bionic arm.
I don't think I have a choice. I have to neutralize the bacteria myself. I'm a little nervous. Okay, terrified. But this thing is a death sentence. We shouldn't be messing around with it.
What are we talking about?
I'm no biologist, I know. So does everyone else here. I haven't spoken to Danny since we fought about it.
Danny.
Zeta said she'd handle it and then didn't. Lil practically begged me to drop it. This is completely beyond the scope of your work. You have to stop before you jeopardize your standing with the company. I don't want good standing with a transgov that would do this. Robin tried to warn me.
Do what?
Maybe she was right, and Altera really is unfixable.
Who's
Maybe
Robin?
I deserve better than this. We all do. I've synthesized the antibacterial agent.
Oh, wait, I'm Robin.
I know my biochem at least well enough to do that much. I've stashed some away in one of the Pengling research caves, southeast of the Leviathan. That was probably the easy part.
Let me write that down.
Now I just have to carry out the plan. Focus, be brave, worry about what happens next after the threat is neutralized. They're going to know it was me. If they send me home, when they send me home, where the ice isn't 20 feet thick, I can get my Augie bun back. We can cuddle under a nice warm blanket. Things with Robin will thaw out. They always do. Besides, I think she'll respect this. And then, maybe I'll start my own research outfit with an awesome team. I'd love to work on prosthetics again. Help people find peace and ease in their bodies. No more cold. No more spying.
No more spying.
Nothing that can be misused. All right. Now's my time. I've got this.
Okay. We got to the meat and potatoes of the story here. I have to neutralize the bacteria myself. I'm not sure what bacteria they're talking about. I'm assuming it's like the Kara virus, right? That one frozen Leviathan still had, and they need to neutralize it. Now, she dropped some names here that we haven't heard before. Danny, Zeta. We know Zeta from the one communication. Emmanuel and Zeta said she'd handle it and then didn't. And Lillian practically begged me to drop it because it would jeopardize the standing with the company. But I don't want good standing with a trans gov that would do this. What are they doing? Are they weaponizing the coronavirus? Are they doing research where they're going to weaponize that virus as a offensive weapon? She says she synthesized the antibacterial agent. She knows her biochemistry at least well enough to do that much, and that she stashed some away in one of the Penguin research caves southeast of the Leviathan. So I wrote that part down. Now we know where there's an antibacterial agent for the virus. Now I just have to carry out the plan, focus, be brave, worry about what happens next after the threat is neutralized. They're going to know it was me. If they're going to send her home, did they kill her over it, or did she die to the Leviathan? Now I'm starting to think okay, maybe she wasn't betrayed by Lillian, even though my brain wants that to be what happened. Maybe, let's just drop the salt so I can pick up the poster. We'll pick up salt later. Maybe Altera, this is the theorizing section of this channel. Let's theory craft a little bit. Maybe Altera wanted to synthesize the bacteria to make a weapon out of it. And maybe Sam was going to wipe it, eliminate it. And that would have destroyed Altera's use for it. And maybe that's what got her killed. Damn, more posters. I want that one too. All right, let's listen to what she has to say.
Ah, my darlings, Brian, Svea, and Oren, I'm counting the days until I can come home and give you all the hugs and kisses.
Oh, maybe she is a nice girl.
Since my research project was cancelled, they have me at a place called Outpost Zero doing nothing much. Just cataloguing things, plants, the occasional animal, but it's mostly ice where I am, so there's not a lot of new stuff to find. Svea and Oren, you know how you get bored when your hover dance teacher makes you practice skills 15 minutes over schedule and it eats up your freestyle time? It's a bit like that. But I have a new roommate, Samantha, a roboticist. You should see her little Pengling box. Oren, you'd love them. But she got management upset. I guess this is just where they send you if they decide you're too much trouble.
Interesting.
I'm kind of glad she's here, though. I was getting lonely. I'm still trying quietly. I don't want any more trouble to figure out where I went wrong. I was sure. I picked up a distress signal. I was right on top of it, and then it just stopped.
Oh,
what if someone,
is that what
an
he did?
architect, is still down there and needs help? I'll be home before I ever get to find out, and it will fall to some future researcher to come and find out, I guess. I hope.
Oh, there's the art.
I can't
there we
wait
go.
to be home with you. When are you going to send me some more art? There's still a patch of bare wall here that could use some colour and a touch of genius.
Aw,
I miss you. I love you.
damn.
I hope you're still proud of me. I'm
Okay, I
proud of you.
feel like a dick now. Okay, so Lillian's not a bad guy. Lillian's a good guy. She seems really nice. She loves her children. I'm assuming Brian is her husband or partner or something. And she tells her children that she's proud of them. That is so nice. And she talks about their art and hangs it up on her wall. Okay. I'm sorry, Lillian, for doubting you. It was the easy answer. And I like guessing. Interesting. Hold on. Hold on. Is the green thing an architect? Are those all aliens? I swear this artwork is going to have something to do with this. This artwork is going to end up being the thing or something. I don't know. All right, so I want this poster, but I don't have any room. Without any room, can I drop anything? What can I drop? What can I drop that I can keep that poster with me? Damn. I mean, we don't need this many ribbon plants. Let's drop a couple. Whoa, they are enormous, by the way. Where am I stashing these things? Okay, so we picked up the posters. This was station 0, where they send you when you mess up and they hate you. I feel like we should probably... Did the poster take up 2 spots? Oh no, lantern fruit takes up more than 1 spot. Oh, we have another battery. I don't know why I was freaking out. Okay, so we have another battery. It's now nighttime out there. Let's keep... Or actually, you know what? Let's go over here. Oh, you don't have to close the door for it to be... Okay, I thought you had to close the door for it to not affect you or the weather to hurt you. Let's go over here. No, there's not another section of the... I thought there would be another area of this base. Interesting. I feel like we made some progress here for sure, though. Prawn suit fragment. Look at you, you beautiful thing. And a floodlight. I can't wait till we have a prawn suit again. Oh, there's 2 of them. Give us another fragment. Give us another one. Make it 3. Pick up snow. No, I don't want to pick up snow. Okay. 2 is not bad. 2 is a solid start. Is there anything else over here? What is this? Sea glad fragment. Well, we can't collect the titanium, so that's a bust. Hypothermia soon. I know. Okay. Anything hidden or secret? Here, let's go get warm real quick. What else does this environment tell us a story of? How did this all become so destroyed, by the way? That's what we really should be asking ourselves. Like, this is actual structural damage to the base. What caused all this damage? Who hurt you? And what's over there? Let's... Ooh, builder... What? Builder fragment? Is this a habitat builder? Bioreactor? Habitat builder.
Synthesized.
Solar panel seems like it'd be not very effective here with how dark and how crazy the weather is, but okay. Battery charger. Battery charger. We're gonna make so many battery chargers. So many battery chargers. The walls will be lined with battery chargers. This is gonna be so cool. I also forgot how excited I was about the quantum locker, and that's what we were gonna do. And the sea truck, which we really, really need to make. We should really get ahead of this. I I feel like we're going so deep into story now that we might... I don't know what to do next. I'm a kid in a candy store right now, and I don't know what to do. Where's the bioreactor? We didn't use that last game. We should definitely use it this time. Where's the habitat builder? It'd be under tools, right? Coffee machine. Double bed, quilted double bed. That's the one we're gonna get. Architect organs, architect skeleton, architect tissues. Do we really want to build him though? Like, I'm getting a weird feeling about him. My spider senses. We need a computer chip and we could build a habitat builder. Why don't we do that first? Why don't we do that first? We just need table coral for that one. Sorry. Good thing we don't have anything to worry about out here, right? Like, it's only in the water that we have to be worried about things. Anything here to scan? Anything we can take? No. This little lake, frozen lake. This little cart, a little truck, a little bobcat. Ooh, what's this? Blue scrub brush. What is that? The blue scrub brush is an unusual plant for this climate. Unlike other plants that manage to thrive in extreme cold, which typically grow close to the ground and lack leaves to prevent moisture loss, the blue scrub brush is tall with a fur-like leaf. Within the hollow chambers, or the hollow leaves, are chambered pores which capture and store the sun's heat. Wait, does that give me heat back? Come here. No. Well, let's go to the... Let's go get some, like, some... Hold on. I feel like we're going somewhere cool here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, although I'm a little nervous. Whoa. An architect installation. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did we just find? Interesting. Haven't seen this before. Ice stalagmite. These ice stalagmites are inhabited by extremophilic bacteria capable of surviving and reproducing in freezing temperatures. This is possible thanks to anti-freeze agents secreted by the bacteria, which keeps the cell environment in liquid state and prevents destructive ice crystals formation within. So this bacterial gel is inside of the icicle or the stalagmite. That's why they're glowing green. It's like an alien bacteria. Interesting. What on earth were you doing, Sam? What were you doing here? Wait, what did it say? Pick up cargo. Oh, pick up snow? I thought it said pick up cargo somewhere. No, am I crazy? I'm crazy. Okay, I said pick up snow. Oh, coffee maker. Does it work? Can I push the button? No. Did the architect turn that on for us? Or?
What is this place?
It is architect technology. Standard for my people.
Well, nothing that your people do is standard to me. What is it?
This facility provides the means for rapid travel.
It seems to be inactive.
Without a vessel of my own, this site is not of any great utility.
I see.
How about for me? You think for yourselfer? How about me? Like, I could use it. Also, is there anything in the game that allows us to melt things? Will we be able to melt things later? Because that would be pretty cool if we unlock areas by melting them. Where would the... Oh, there it is. Okay. We've seen these before. And this doesn't look like it's a... This doesn't seem like it's a gate that we power on from this side. This is one of those receiver gates that we exit. So we have to find the gate that corresponds to this and then activate it, and then we'll have quick travel between here and the base. Okay. Wherever this may go to, I mean, so we'll be able to travel quickly from the base to wherever this goes. Okay, is that all there is to see here? I think we might have exhausted everything to do in this area. But damn, that was a lot of exposition. I like it. We should focus on knocking out some of these things, though. Like, at the very least, what ended up being like, we started with a search for red coral, right? Became a, oh hey, we've stumbled upon a base. Oh hey, all the stuff that we learned today, and oh hey, let's continue our journey. So that's kind of cool. The start for red coral ended up leading to all of this. Now let's see if we can, at the very least, do we even have space for red coral if we had? No, we don't. We might as well eat the nutrition thing and drink again, because it's going to take that much just to get back home. We're pretty far away from both of the architect body caches and the... Okay. We're not going to worry about that for now. Let's just focus on finding red coral. And I wish I had a beacon. I wish I had a beacon. Outpost 0. I don't think I had read that when I got here the first time. I wish I had a beacon, because I would definitely put it down here. So good luck to us trying to find our way back, basically, is what I'm saying. I'm sure it would have been great to get a beacon. Ow. Okay. Is this a gel sack? No. Damn it. Well, it's like the second time in this playthrough that we thought it was a gel sack. And it's a creature egg. Alright, let's try to remember where we are. We are 400 southwest, which means we're northeast. Okay, we're about 500. I'm going to write that down. Hold on, give me a second. Let's write that down in our journey book. To those new to the channel, we keep a journal for all of our gaming stuff. If you guys are an old school gamer like myself, trust me, pen and paper is the best way to track your progress in a game. And that's from our home. Okay, so 500 meters northeast from our home will get us generally in the direction of the base. Let's also just try to find that red coral so that we can have a breakthrough. The music is so soothing. I feel like I'm pretty lucky in the sense that the last couple games I've been playing, the music is really chill. I'm playing Minecraft, I'm playing Subnautica, and I'm playing Blueprints, and the music is just really chill. Good soundtracks. It's the kind of stuff that you'll listen to later after the game is over. Obviously, Outer Wilds spoiled me with... I've been listening to the Outer Wilds soundtrack. No red coral. Why does it feel like it's so rare now? Probably because in the other game, I believe this is correct. I think there was like a bunch of red coral right where you landed. It was like on the rocks, right? And this one, it just doesn't seem to be. There's the big... This is the place I was talking about. This is the big, like... We really want one of those rebreathers, by the way. But I guess that can wait. Wait, is this? No, right? This isn't. No. It's just an imposter. It just looked like it, but it's not. Dude, where the hell? Let's try diving a little bit deeper into this. Maybe this little sea monkey, who's my best friend, and I like very much, and I don't, you know, they're very nice people. Maybe they'll bring us some red coral. Unfortunately, I can't use my mineral detector to find red coral because it's not a mineral.
Warning, passing 100 meters.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I'm aware. We're just trying to find some red coral. Red table coral. Is that it? What color is this? Yeah, that was the right one, right? Yeah. Okay, so we were right in that it's probably a little bit deeper. Is our inventory full? No, we still have enough for one more. We might as well grab one more.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen
Yeah,
remaining.
I got it, I got it. Wait, why don't we try to grab another one? What can we drop? Let's just drop one of these. Or two. Let's grab a couple more coral. Or actually, we only need one more coral, really.
Warning, passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
God, we didn't want that. Let's just drop the titanium.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Fail.
Oxygen.
Fail. Okay, we're fine. We've done so much worse before. Okay, that was a failure. We should probably look up before we use that in the future. Let's look up before we use that. Oh man, we just ran out of batteries there. This is gonna be so slow. Hey, back off. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're bullshit. I think they're the ones that if you boop them on the nose, they go away, right? That wasn't that wasn't really a boop on the nose, though. That was like a stab in the tail, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. They understand. They understand. It means get out of the way. I think it means get out of the way. All right, let's do this. Let's switch out the battery. And then, what is this? Oh, a poster. Okay. Shit. I want to keep the 4 coral. I think they're very important. Copper feels like it's important. Lead feels like it's important. What is this? Oh, screw this. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay. Let's take the battery out of the charger, this for now, and then let's put it into this. Okay. Don't worry. We'll soon have an army of battery chargers. And we'll never run out of batteries again. I cannot wait to make 4 battery chargers. I can't wait to make, like, just have a wall devoted to charging batteries. Okay. One more. Okay. Wait, how many more spaces do we have? That's it. Okay. So let's get out of here. Let's go back home. And we will, at the very least, get a habitat builder. Should we do that first, or should we do the advanced wiring kit? No, because we don't have enough to make the seabed yet, or the sea truck. We have the plasteel ingots. We don't have the glass. We don't... I think the habitat builder is probably more important because it allows us to then start making lockers. And once we have lockers, we can put a lot of our stuff into them. And this time from the very beginning, we're going to be organized. We're going to label everything. We're going to put it all in a nice place so that we don't have the problem we ran into last playthrough where we literally just jammed everything into like one drop box and then had to like organize it later. So let's do that. Let's do that. So the first thing we need to do is talk to this guy.
Outpost 0 is where your sister worked her final days on 4546B. It is quite isolated.
Yeah, I know the brightest ideas can flourish in the middle of nowhere, but this is practically off the map. A lot of people would love to get paid to sit around and
It was
do
punishment.
nothing. Not Sam. She must have been miserable out here. And they have the nerve to call her negligent. I think they drove her to an extreme.
They also motivated me to change my behavior.
Because they drove you into hiding?
I had calculated that they might be well placed to answer my distress signal. But I came to suspect their motivations were not aligned with mine.
So you made yourself harder to find.
It was a calculation.
Is that all you made? Or did you murder people? Did you murder people? I'm probably way off, dude. This is not where the story's going, but I just want to believe it. Someone did some murdering. Someone did some murdering somewhere. All right, let's build a habitat builder.
Adding emergency shelter blueprints to your databank.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes,
With
yes,
the
yes,
builder
yes.
tool, you can construct sea bases from raw materials, advising against exploring a frozen water continent without a base. No bed, no storage, no place to put a fabricator module. No fun.
No fun. That's awesome, guys. We just unlocked a habitat builder. Habitat builder in hand. We can take the battery from the flashlight, put it into the habitat builder for now. Again, we really need to get some battery chargers going here. All right, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna put the battery in it. Oh my god. And you know what? This time around, we're gonna need to decide a very important decision. We're gonna have to figure out where to place our first base, because I think last game I decided to just build it right. What did I decide? I decided to build it because it had a nice view of the creep vine, but in retrospect, that was probably dumb. Like, we should probably find a suitable area for our habitat. But before we do that, let me do this. Let me just unpin all the recipes because that's starting to become very anxiety inducing in the screen. I want to look at the habitats real quick. And we already have what it takes to make a large room. I feel like we have some of these things already, don't we? Yeah, we have. Oh, we have lead. I forgot we had this much lead. Oh, do we go a little bit longer? Nah, actually, this episode's running a little bit long as it is already. I think on the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by 1, finding a suitable place for a base, and 2, starting our base and going from there. But as always, guys, if you made it to the end of this episode, I appreciate you guys for watching. I will catch you guys on the next episode. Bye-bye. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Your Game Therapy. Like the videos so others can find us, and subscribe so you won't miss the next episode.